Where'd your name come from?
My name came from like a couple homies back where I'm from in Palm Beach, you know, doing music and making beats, because I also make beats. I'm a producer. So, you know, one time I said Cyko in a session, matter of fact, and my dogs was like, yeah, that's it right there, boy, that's you. So I took it out of the record and start using it as a producer tag, and then that name just stuck with me.
Now, is there a meaning behind your hair?
Nah, ain't no real meaning behind my hair. You know, it's just a fashion for me.
How long you plan on growing it out?
I don't never plan on cutting it, so until I die.
Now, what is your opinion on guys with fake braids, fake dreads?
I mean, I don't really be paying attention to that kind of stuff, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, you know, I would never do it, so that's them, you know, salute to them, what they got going on.
Have you ever faced discrimination because of your hair?
Nah. I ain't never been through nothing with my hair.
All right, where are you from?
I'm from West Palm Beach, Florida. You know, my family from Jamaica, though.
Now, give me your opinion on the state of rap music right now in Florida.
I mean, I feel like Florida next. You know, like everybody get their turn. You know, New York had their turn. Atlanta doing their thing. I feel like Florida next, man. We got Kodak making a lot of noise right now, Coley P. You know, I'm signed to an independent record label coming out of Florida, Lost Key Records. You know, we got the hottest niggas from Palm Beach signed to it, PCC, One Hot, Van Dam, you know, so I feel like Florida next right now.
Now, give me a tour of the city of West Palm Beach for someone that's never been there before. Let's start with the food. Favorite food spot in the city?
Okay, the favorite food spot in the city, I'm gonna go like this, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna give you the soul food. I'm gonna take you to McCrae's, go get them ribs, you know. Then on the island part, you know, cause I'm Jamaican, like I said, you know, my pops, he turned up, you know. And he got the spot you could get his cooking at on 45th Street, 45th and Congress, man. Just pull up there, you're gonna see the Jamaican flag.
Now, those ribs you mentioned, were those pork or beef?
Both. He got pork and beef ribs.
And then at your pop spot, what's the best thing on the menu? What do you recommend?
Dang, that's hard, you know, but you can get some steamed fish or you can get some fried fish.
Now, what about the nightlife? West Palm Beach, favorite strip club in the city?
Oh man, you know I gotta go to Sugar Daddies, man. Sugar Daddies, they always show me love from the beginning of my music career. Feel me, to right now. So, you know, I gotta take you through Sugar Daddies, man. Turn up.
Now, for somebody that's never been to a strip club in West Palm Beach, is that full nude or is that topless or what?
Oh yeah, man. They taking it all off. You know, I don't do strip clubs if they ain't getting naked like that. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, what about regular nightclubs? Favorite regular nightclub spot in West Palm?
I say Pawn Shop on Sundays. We all the way live in there.
Now, we talked about the food a little bit. We talked about the nightlife. First time someone visiting West Palm Beach, anything else you recommend they see, do, or visit while they're in the city?
You visit West Palm Beach, let me see. What to do there, man. It's crazy, man. My city kind of different. You know, it ain't like Miami or nothing like that. You know, my city kind of slow, but we fast paced at the same time. So, you know, I mean, if you want to cool it or something, man, you could go to the water park. You can go to the Rapids, cool it. You know, see a bunch of fine women and shit like that. But we real slow. It ain't really. We don't have a daytime scene like that.
Do people assume they're gonna see Miami when they come to West Palm?
Yeah, man. Everybody feel like when you mention Florida or you mention Palm Beach, it's Miami. But we about 45 minutes from Miami though.
Is there a difference in the water or the color of the water or the beaches in West Palm versus Miami or South Beach or?
Yeah, not really. But you know, it ain't a big difference. They ocean view is just way more turned up than ours, you know. They got South Beach, we got Palm Beach, you know. It's more to do down there. So, you know.
Used to have BET Spring Bling around there?
Yeah, they did have BET Spring Bling. Matter of fact, in Rivera, they did have that. That had our city lit, though. I can't even lie.
How far is Rivera?
Rivera, about 15 minutes from West Palm. It ain't too far.
Now, what about the lingo? What are some terms or some phrases one might hear in the city of West Palm Beach right about now?
The lingo right now, you know, we got the whole BB fad, man. We got everybody turned up, man. Everybody saying BB, you know. So, like, I might be like, what it do, BB? You know, you might take that as big bro. You might take it as bro, you know, but we got the whole city turned on BB right now. You log on Facebook right now, you know somebody from Palm Beach, they saying BB right now.
Now, what about special events? You know, what are some special events you recommend someone come to West Palm Beach specifically for? Like, for example, in New Orleans, Mardi Gras is like a week-long celebration out there.
I mean, the South Florida Fair. That's something real big in our city, South Florida Fair.
What's that? Explain.
It's just like, you know, when the amusement park, you know, they come through with the drop of fair, you know, all that good shit, the Ferris wheel, all that, you know, it's just, that shit right there really for the family, but, you know, I be going out there for win me some teddy bears and shit like that. It's just a big amusement thing, you know, and it's at the South Florida Fairgrounds, matter of fact. And they had concerts, and, you know, I go bust down the food, all that, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Now, let's take it back a little bit.
Okay.
What type of student were you in school?
See, I was a very smart kid. I just had behavior problems, you know. I was just a class clown. You know, I finished my work a lot quicker than a lot of other students, so after I'm done, I get bored, I'm turning up, cutting up. But yeah, I had a real bad temper problem growing up, but, you know.
Graduated high school?
Yeah, I graduated. I dropped out and then went back and graduated.
So you got a GED?
Nah, I got a diploma.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did that work? Like, how long did you drop out and then come right back?
I think I dropped out for a good, I want to say like 6-7 months.
What grade?
The 11th. I dropped out in the 11th grade.
What was the reasoning? I mean, you were almost done, right?
Yeah, I was going through, like, you know, a lot of little family issues, and I wanted to trap. I wanted to do all that, you know. I was like, fuck school. But yeah, and then I end up going back, you know, for my mama's sake. End up going back, finishing, graduating. I walked all that, cap and gown, all that.
Ever attempted college?
Yeah, I did. I attempted college like a year after my graduation, but it wasn't for me. I couldn't get no money. Like I said, I was trapping then, so my phone was ringing. I was like, I ain't had no car at the time. I was like, man, fuck college. Then I, you know, I started doing me, got me a car, everything, you know, started taking my music real serious, all that. It's like, yeah, college ain't for me, I can't do it.
How much college did you get under your belt?
Shit, probably like 4 months. Yeah, I wasn't fucking with college.
Now, you know, there's different opinions on college. Mm-hmm. Some people say go to college. Some people say you don't need college, maybe a trade school. Some people say, some people have dropped out of college and become very successful, like Bill Gates or Kanye West. Yeah. Some people go to college, get a degree, and don't even end up doing a job or career in the degree they got. But what's your opinion? I mean, obviously you said fuck college, but what's your opinion on someone thinking about enrolling to go to college?
I mean, it all depends, though. It all depends on what you're going for. You know, a lot of times people go to college and, like you said, end up not having a job after college because a lot of people don't do the research on, you know, what they want to do after college. So it's like that. With me in college, I said fuck college because, you know, I seen better opportunity for me. But I don't recommend, like, anybody watching this interview to be like, oh, yeah, he said fuck college, so fuck college. Because, you know, after I get a certain, to a certain part of my career, I probably end up going back to college, you know. So, I mean, as long as you really study on what you want to do, college is good. For me at the time, it wasn't good. That's why I said fuck college. You know what I'm saying? So.
Now, if you could go back in time, would you have done those 4 months of college again or no?
No, absolutely not. Because me doing them 4 months, it helped me back from a lot of money at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I needed that.
Jobs you had growing up, if any?
Yeah, I used to work at this fast food restaurant, Dixie Fried, in Revere in the hood. You know, at that time I was also trapping. But, you know, I took that money right there, ran it up. Then I also worked at Pizza Hut, delivering. You know, that's when I first, like my first child, I felt like I had to have a job. You know, I was trapping. I'm like, nah, this ain't gonna do it. I gotta get me a job. I started panicking. Then I had my jit. I'm like, man, I ain't working for no pizza place, man. I'm good, man. You know, that's what it is.
Any crazy stories dealing with any of those jobs you just mentioned?
Nah, matter of fact, man, I was actually cool with the managers there, so, you know, I really was able to do whatever I wanted to, honestly.
Did you quit those jobs or you got fired?
Nah, I quit. I quit.
What's the worst thing you put your parents through?
I feel like the worst thing I put my mama through was dropping out of school like that, you know, because she from the island, so everything for her and my sister was like, okay, go to school, graduate, get a diploma, go to college. You know, that's their thing. Being from the islands, you know, that's their main goal when they have kids over here, when they bring kids over here. You know, they want you to go through the whole school thing because they less fortunate over there in the islands. So I feel like that's the worst thing I put my mom through. My dad, he just like me, you know, he going with the flow. That's my nigga.
What's your message to the youth?
My message to the youth is stay focused on whatever goal you got and don't fall victim to the streets, no way, no how. Don't fall victim to the streets, don't fall victim to the system, none of that. You know, stay focused on the goal you got because anything possible.
How did you transition from those jobs to the producing?
See, the whole thing is I never stopped producing. And as a kid growing up, I used to play the drums in church. So I always had a thing for music. You know, I always had a thing for music. I used to be in a band. You know, I ended up getting kicked out of band. So I took it to production. You know, I stole Fruity Loops off this one dude laptop. And I think it was like FL3 or something. And ever since then, I just grew with the program and different programs to produce. And then I just kept going from there.
What are some beats some people might be familiar with that you placed?
As far as beats, right now, they won't be familiar, but as far as my writer cred go, like they'll be familiar with Kevin Gates' Cyko record. You know, I did that record. I got unreleased records with Zoe Dollars right now. So, and I'm also on Money Due on Port-au-Prince that he just dropped. I'm on that record. So, but as far as my production cred right now, all my stuff like real unreleased right now, but I got a lot of stuff coming. A lot of stuff.
And now you're transitioning into an artist.
Yeah, definitely. I got my mixtape on the way. I'm just different. It's gonna be dropping in August sometime. So yeah.
Let's talk music a little bit.
Okay.
What do you hate the most about the music industry at this point? What bothers you the most about it?
I mean, I haven't ran into too many problems within the music. The only thing I'm having right now is just the preparation to drop my music correctly. I don't really get into, you know, what's going on with other people. You know, that ain't my thing. I don't, you know, so I don't really have nothing that I hate or that I dislike the most. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just focused on me and my camp and what we got going on, so.
Top 3 things you need in the studio.
Top 3 things I need in the studio. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I just need me, my niggas, and the engineer. I'm going up from there. That's all I really need. I don't need no liquor. I don't need none of that.
Craziest studio story if you have one?
Yeah, I don't got none.
What's the realest song you ever wrote so far in your whole catalog of music?
I would go with Trap Stories. I got a record. I don't write though, but you know, I got a record I made called Trap Stories. You know, I talk about a couple homies I lost out here, plugs that I had, you know, shit that I did in the street. Like that Trap Stories would be the realest record I wrote so far, or I recorded so far.
Risk versus reward.
Repeat that.
Risk versus reward. What's the biggest risk you took for your music career so far?
Giving up trapping. And the reward for that, you know, I found my CEO and the record label I'm now signed to, and you know, we going up. He put me in a better position. Excuse me. He put me in a better position, you know, and the reward from that, you know, we hoping everything goes according to plans. And I actually met a lot of people, and a lot of people start fucking with me since I took that step back. So, you know, that I'm really blessed, you know, to be in the position I'm in right now.
What are your keys to success?
Just staying focused, humble, and going hard. Never giving up.
Okay, my last question. Is it true you're related to Skipper the Flipper?
See, with Skip, you know, blood couldn't make us any closer, you know. And that's my god brother's cousin, like first cousin. So that's how we rocking. Like I call Skipper right now, FaceTime, anything, pull up to the studio, catch a flight, it's gonna happen. Like, you know, that's what it is with me and Skipper.